Hi everybody, it's Erin. Welcome back. Today I am going to just do a video about how I am actually using my planner. A couple weeks ago I did a setup video and kind of walked through how I was planning to use it. And now that we're a couple weeks in, I thought I would do an update and show you how it's working. So let's hop to it. So I managed to get everything into one planner, which is what I was hoping for. And I was super excited for that. I have in the front here some sticky notes that I can quick grab, an envelope where I keep little papers and gift cards and things I need to hold on to. And then I have my vision board, and I had done a video on that. I will see if I can't link it up in the cards or whatever, or in the description, maybe one or the other, so you can watch that if you missed it. And then I have my to-read list. Again, I had a video for that as well, so you can check that out if you were interested in how I put this together. And this is just, you know, a few notes and inserts that I had made and things for myself. I have, and then I got dividers to use for the different sections of my planner. So my first section I have in here is my wellness section, and I'm using the recovery planner for that. I have in the year at a glance pages, let's see if I can zoom in a little more so you can see this better, is where I do my menu planning. So I write each week when I sit down to plan out the menu for the week, I just write it all in here, and then the idea is I can have like an overview of what we've eaten and when, so that way I can look and see, oh, we haven't had this for a while, that sounds good, I'll put that here, or oh, we just had this not too long ago, so I'm going to wait a while before I make it again, that kind of thing. And it's nice to have the whole year at a glance to do that in there. And then you get to the monthly view, and this is where I kind of organize my goals for the month. So I've broke it down into different categories. If I come over here, this is what it would normally look like. And so I just changed up the categories to make it align with the different areas that I have goals with, and I refer back to my vision board when I go to set that up. So I kind of take the categories from here, put it over here, and then break down my goals into smaller steps for the month that way. I'm using my monthly pages for gratitude, so every day I write, you know, what I'm thankful for in the monthly page. And then this first week was kind of an experiment of how I wanted to use it, so I've got a couple weeks under my belt now where I've kind of figured out my systems. So this is next week. I'll kind of show you how I've planned that, or yeah. So still kind of working out a little bit how I want to do this. So if you look back a few weeks ago, I had said to be healthy this week, I'm going to, and then I had 3 different things that I was going to track with the habit trackers that are built in here. Here is where I kept track of my exercise. I had some other goals with different categories that I kind of moved over from the monthly page that I put over here. And then up here I tracked my food for the week, or at least I tried to. I didn't, as you can see, I didn't follow through with that too well. And then this already has a mood tracker built in, so I just check that off every day. I have a little box where I write what I did for self-care, and then just some other little notes around it. I did that kind of again the next week, worked pretty well. This week I'm gonna change it up just a little bit. I found that keeping track of my food is just not something I do. So I have decided that this week I'm going to try a sleep log here and see if I can monitor how much I actually sleep every night. And then where I had put my exercise, I'm going to put a reading log and write out what I read there. And then in these sections here, I'm going to still have the self-care, but I'm going to put my exercise over here as well. So I'm still kind of playing around with the layout and how it's working best for me. And I still have my categories over here for my goals that get moved over from the monthly, the currently page that I'll fill in here too. So that's how I'm using my wellness journal. And then the next section is my journal section. And I have these doodle pages in here that I haven't done anything with yet, but I thought I'd keep them in there just in case. And then I'm using these pages from the Stephanie's Favorites guided journal. So I've played around with a couple things here. One of them is just writing, just something about what happened that day in the first section where it says reflection, and then the second section being my my faith journaling. And so I did that for a week, and then I tried using some prompts here, and then still doing the faith journaling there. And then this next week, I think I'm going to go back to just the regular journaling and then the faith journaling. So that's how I'm using those pages. And then the next section is my social media section. And I'm using the year at a glance pages here to schedule out my posts for my blog. Yes, I have a blog. I would love it if you would check it out. It's chaoticmindfulnessyt at blogspot.com. I am trying really hard to blog once a week and on topics of planning and wellness, and I'd love it if you'd give that a check. Check that out. I have a link in the description always for that. But yeah, so I kind of write out my big plan for my blog posts, Instagram posts, and YouTube schedule in the year at a glance pages. And then I have an idea page. And then what I'm doing here is using these daily sheets and doing it a week at a time. So I have a section up here for YouTube plans, the videos I have planned for the week, my Instagram schedule for the week, a to-do list, and then what my blog posts are scheduled. So that's how I'm doing my social media. I so far think this is working out really well for me, and it's nice and it's simple, and I can keep everything in one place and still have a little room to decorate if I want, but yeah, that's working really nice. And then the other thing that I really like is, since it's I'm doing the daily sheets and a week at a time, then it doesn't take up much space, so I can actually have the whole year in here at a time, and it doesn't take up a lot of extra room in the planner either, which I like. For my wellness and my journal and my catch-all sections, I just put 3 months at a time in there. That way I can keep it all in a small thing, and then I'll swap them out as it goes. And then my last section then is my catch-all, and I'm using one of the princess ones, and for the year at a glance pages, I'm just doing my reading log. So whenever I finish a book, my mark it down on here. So far I've only finished one book this month, but it's also only halfway through, and I'm getting really close to finishing a couple, so I'll probably have in the next week 2 down on here. Excuse me. So that's how I'm using the Year at a Glance in here. You can see a lot of whiteout because I had initially intended to use this section for my social media, and I had written out a whole bunch of stuff, and then I changed my mind, and so I had to white it all out. So that's why this first page looks a little messy, but it's okay. It's all good. Because what I do then too is I'll put a sticker down, a flag sticker for every time I finish, for every book I finish, and then when at the end of the month I decorate in between, so you won't notice the whiteout as much when it's all said and done. And then my currently page that I did upside down, so yeah, oops. And then I've got my monthly view where I keep where I write down like events that I already know ahead of time that I have planned, and then also you know, when I have all my bills due, trash days, all of that. I have a little happy list there. So that's how I use the monthly view there. And then when I go to do my weekly spreads, I refer back to the monthly view here and kind of write everything down on a piece of paper, and then I can refer to that as I'm doing my weekly spreads. So what I do first is make sure I have a box for each event that I have planned, and if I have any bills due, I would mark that on there. I would mark a payday on there, and that's kind of how I start my planning process, and then I decorate around it. So that's kind of where we're at, and then I always have a running to-do list in my sidebar. So that is how I am using my planner, and I think I found a pretty good system so far. So I just thought I'd do a quick check-in and let you know how it's working. I think one major change from when I did my initial lineup video was that this was going to be for social media, and then I was going to keep using my big planner for my catch-all, but I ultimately decided that I really wanted to be able to have everything in one place. So then I only had one planner to keep track of, and just, you know, the simpler the better for me, and the more I can just consolidate everything and have fewer things to keep track of is kind of a big priority for me. So I decided to go back to a classic so that I could keep everything here, and so far it's working pretty well. I guess it helps that, you know, we just don't have a ton of things scheduled right now, and yeah, the simplicity of it is really been good for me. So yeah, anyway, and then I just keep this, and then this can go everywhere with me. So in the morning I can throw it in my purse, and if I need to write something down or look something up while I'm at work or on the road, it's there, and I don't have to have a separate planner for my purse. And then at the end of the day, it comes out and it sits on the table, and I can refer to it in the evenings if I need to. It goes to my bedside table and at night when I need to do my journaling, and it just everything's in one spot. And I can also refer back to it on my lunch break too. Like if I feel like I want to do my journaling during my lunch break at work, I just pull it out of my purse and it's there. So it works it's working really, really well for me. And yeah, so anyway, I guess that's it for today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you got any ideas, suggestions, comments, whatever, feel free to leave them down below. Check out the other links in the description box as well. And if you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button too, and that ring that notification bell. And otherwise, until next time, keep being awesome. Thanks. Bye.